can come out and say, with that being said, I want to help work with the police and the community and bring people together. Again, he's Michael Jordan. He can get things done. But Ninja's right, man. He didn't say a whole lot there, and that was kind of the disappointing thing. It's because basically what it looks like to a lot of people, detractors or not, is that here's $2 million, leave me alone.
You see who just entered the Sports and More mega complex?
Uh-oh. Patty Cake in the house.
Microwave.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? The host of Cooking with the Microwave, X Squad affiliate member. You can find his show on xsquadaffiliates.com, Spreaker.com. He is the one and only John Fisher. What's going on, sir?
I would like for Fish to bring Grandma, is it Eunice, on?
Yes, sir.
That drop is hilarious.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to bring Jersey Vern on.
Exactly. Should Jersey making a podcast? He ain't got no time to stop up with Grandma anymore.
No, we got to get on Jersey. He didn't even make a cameo in here.
He's busy, man. Between doing, he hosts 10 shows. He's working out there for the airline, and
that's true.
Busy, and he got to keep the ladies happy.
Did we mention Cedric Galloway was in the room?
We did earlier, but I'm glad
cool.
Cedric has definitely hung out with us, man. Back to the topic at hand, Michael Jordan. We'll see what happens. What happens.
Grego said his publicist danced like Chris Brown around the issue.
Absolutely. And here's the other thing, too, man. I don't know if you guys saw it out there, and folks, this is Vince Wright, the sports governor from the great state of Minnesota. Got my man, Michigan-bound Reggie Lawrence out of Kalamazoo on the Sports and More show here on Spreaker.com on the SME network. But if you caught the film of Carmelo Anthony's response to Michael Jordan's donation and his little speech afterwards, hey, Carmelo had a look on his face like, hey, and he actually said it. It's about time. And he didn't seem too impressed by the overall overture. And I think that's what I'm kind of touching on, and Ninja and a lot of other people are touching on here. Yeah, it's a nice gesture, but for me, now let's see what happens. Don't go away from the game, Michael.
I'm starting to become a bigger Carmelo fan, I must admit, after his whole speech that we need to do more. I really am like, wow, okay, on Carmelo.
Hey, I think Carmelo has found his calling for after basketball. I think he could start a real nice foundation and really do some real good for the victims, police officers. Like I said on my show a couple nights ago, Sports Done Right, I had a story where he had gotten together a bunch of police officers, kids out there from South Central and whatnot out in L.A. The Olympic team was just out on the West Coast there. And, brought all these people together and started a conversation. It ain't going to fix nothing in a day, of course, but these kids were appreciative that they got to talk to cops as humans. The cops said they definitely appreciated it because it started humanizing people in their eyes. And I know it shouldn't have to be that way. I get that. But we got issues. And like the president said, man, we can start solving this stuff. But we got to get busy with it, man, and start talking to people, too. I had a brother over here today at work talking about, he's just going around and he's shaking hands with people that he normally wouldn't shake hands with. He was telling me he had a conversation with a couple police officers outside of our office building today. And, just little things like that, I guess. I don't know, man, but do something. And Michael Jordan, please – keep in the game with this topic, man, because you're much needed.
Did you saw my post that I had decided to, on different occasions, just on my daily route to some of my doctor's office, I stopped and just talked to, a few officers and just saying, hey, be safe out here. And my hope is too that, hey, you know what, if anything, it may spark an officer to be like, you know what, it was a great guy, and it meant a lot to them that I took the time to talk to them. But anyway, Nino said he thought that MJ was Melo's boss. And I was going to say the same thing as well. I thought Melo was wearing Jumpman shoes as well.
I mean, I don't know. It don't really matter. It don't matter. Carmelo is letting you know where he's coming from. And I really I'm proud of what he's doing, man. It's nice to see him and some of these other young cats step up, and they're doing it in a great way. I mean, they're not out there, yelling and screaming and this and that. They're trying to get some stuff done and letting people know that, hey, we can't put up with this stuff anymore, man. We can't put up with this violence, and we got to get together and start figuring out solutions. It's got to be done, man.
So back to some sports, man. Have you been watching any of the Olympic basketball games at all? Like any of the highlights? Man, let me just tell you, I don't know if you saw it, but they were blowing out the Chinese basketball team. And what's my man's name from the Raptors? DeMar DeRozan, this ninja decided to play and won basketball. Up 47, he came down the court and tried to do a 360 dunk on this little Asian guy, man. And it looks like Coach K was kind of like, whoa, let's dial it back.
Coach K was not happy, yeah.
Yeah, no. And I'm like, man, part of me is like, you know what? Let's have some fun, but at the same time, I don't know, man. Do you want people to start hating us Americans again? But then again, is there such thing as having, too much fun? I don't know. What are you thinking about that?
Tough call. It's a tough call. I think, you're up a lot of points there. At that point, your coaches just want to end the game, no injuries and whatnot. So I can understand where he's coming from, but a lot of these kids in the stands, they want to see the moves. They want to see our athletes, and that's what they do. So, I understand maybe he shouldn't have done it at that point in the game, but it shouldn't be anything that we really harp on him for. I mean, he tried a 360. They're up 60 points or whatever the hell it was. I mean, let's not get too into this stuff, man. He tried to dunk, didn't work out. Next game.
Right.
I mean, Charles Barkley punching Africans in the chest and stuff when he was playing USA basketball. So.
Speaking of Barkley, what do you think about him and that little beef that he had with White Chocolate? Even though White Chocolate started it first, Jason Williams. Were you familiar with that at all?
Yeah, I am familiar with that, and I see Ninja. He kind of agrees with what I just said there. You're criticizing DeRozan for a 360-degree dunk. He's a grown-ass man playing basketball. Right. A river. Thank you. Exactly, Ninja.
Well, the little Asian dude fouled the hell out of him. He didn't get it down, but he sure came close.
That's what you're supposed to do, right? Foul him.
My boy Craig said they were beating him so bad they sent them into a Chinese fire drill.
Oh, boy. First off, let's welcome Mr. Craig, Mr. C. Mick in the house. What's up, C. Mick, out of the Cleveland metro area? What's going down?
Yeah, matter of fact, they're talking about C-Mic's hometown, Cleveland Browns. Looks like Gordon is actually going to be reinstated temporarily. And he still has to serve a 4-game suspension.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is Cleveland football news.
Yeah, well, it's about equivalent to the Vikings and the Minnesota Gophers. So I really don't.
The Vikings, NFC champions last year. What? NFC Central champions. NFC Central champions.
Whatever. Hopefully, these guys can stop.
And I know we need a kicker. We'll need a kicker.
I'm not even going to go there. And it's looking like RG3 is battling for the starting spot versus what is the one damn quarterback?
Sure team,
Josh McCown. I'm not a Browns fan, man. I told you that. I don't have a bunch of different jerseys, all right? I'm a Steelers, Cavaliers, Buckeyes, all right? You know that. Penguins. Anyway, man, don't even get me started.
Oh, I won't, brother. I won't.
So, do you think Amari Stoudemire is a Hall of Fame player?
Just off the thought test, and I'll admit it because right now, while Reggie's talking, I'll pull up his stats. I'm just going to say off the thought process, the paper test, no. But let me check some stats here, and obviously we're dealing with injuries. But I would not think of him as a Hall of Fame player.
If you got to stop and pull up stats, hell no, then. That's what they say.
Exactly.
Right. No, he's not. I mean, honestly. He had, maybe 4 or 5 good years. And actually, he had better years in Phoenix than he did in New York Knicks. I'm just kind of shocked at he thumbed his nose up to the Phoenix Suns and decided to go, retire a New York Knick. But I would say no, he's not even one of the top 20. Well, yeah, I probably would say he's not even in the top 15, 20 all-time power forwards.
Let's give the rundown here. He spent 2002 to 2010 with Phoenix. Yep. 2010 to 2015 with New York. 2015, he was a Dallas Maverick. Last year, he was a member of the Miami Heat. He is a 6-time NBA All-Star. 2005, then 2007 through 2011. He made the All-NBA first team in 2007. 4-time All-NBA second team. He is the NBA Rookie of the Year for 2003. The NBA All-Rookie first team 2003. Career stats. He has 15,994 points. He averaged 18.9 a game. He has over 6,600 rebounds. He averaged 7.8 rebounds a game. And he has 1,054 blocks.
That's not Hall of Fame stats, sir, in my opinion.
Yeah, he won a bronze medal in the 2004 Athens Olympics and a gold medal in the Americas Championship. So, yeah, no, he's not a Hall of Fame player. He could have been, but obviously the injuries came up on him. And,
yes. Yeah, that's it right there, in my opinion. The injuries definitely, to me, short-circuited his career. Very good player. A great player, to be honest with you, but Hall of Famer, no, definitely not.
Hey, now I know the wino put it out here, so let's talk about searches. He's talking about police searches here. Hated being searched, especially since every time they searched my car, they ended up finding my weed.
I mean, I've been stopped random times, but it's always been like, hey, is this your company car? Nino, you might want to stop carrying weed on you, player.
Yeah, there you go. Texas Ty, my main man down there in the Republic of Texas, says, I think there are a lot more factors than just saying all cops are a part of the KKK and they all want to shoot first. So let's shoot badges before they shoot us. Yeah, very good point. Very good point by Texas Ty.
I never condone. And people may not agree. I just don't condone killing any innocent people, period, point blank, and it's not gonna get us anywhere.
Absolutely. And I didn't mean to cut you off there, brother, but the Sports and More show has definitely got to rise up and give it up for our main man, Big Red, the one and only Clay Davis, the former Sheed advisor. What's up, homie?
What up, Clay? What up, dog?
The audience definitely glad Clay joined us tonight.
Speaking of, what is up with? I'm telling you, man, all these players in this weed, man. I don't know if that's a millennial thing.
Hey, man, the
weed over millions and weed over millions. I'm not understanding.
Hey, if it comes to millions, you can put that 20 twin sack down for a minute and go get them checks. I mean, the weed ain't going nowhere. And by the time you get back to the weed, it's probably going to be legal in about another 15 states. So it definitely ain't going nowhere. So, hey, man, you got a contract. Do your business, man, and get to the chronic afterwards. It ain't going nowhere. You got plenty of time to enjoy it, and you're going to have the money to enjoy it, man. So
you got plenty of time to enjoy the weed and the women. I mean, seriously, it makes no sense. And my boy Craig was obviously making fun of my Pittsburgh Steelers, referring to the weed and players getting suspended. So.
Hey, and in the chat room here, we got the one and the only. He is a Roll Tide roll type of man. Always supporting Big Red down there out of Alabama. The area code, I think, is 334, but he goes by 334 Bama Boy. What's up, Bama?
What up, Bama? Clay, Big Red Davis said they need to quit playing and make this weed legal. That I agree, Clay, but how about this? How about these dumbasses need to quit playing and make this millions count? Well, I mean, damn, man. I mean, come on. If you can't lay off the weed for a month, you just don't care.
And a lot of times, and I don't know if it's like this now, but back in the day, they used to say they would actually let the players know ahead of time when the drug tests were coming.